How long has it been since we saw Dark Knight Rises again?
I don't know.
I want to watch it again.
Yeah. Let's go watch.
Yeah, we should watch Dark Knight Rises again.
Should we watch it?
Wait, no. We have a comic book review to do. We gotta do this, man.
Okay.
Okay. Whew. Huh? What? Bang? Huh? Okay. Hi, guys. Kiriyama Sparta here.
Sarah.
We have a... Sorry, we're just joking, actually. Although
No,
you should be that excited. It's a really good movie.
I want to go watch it again.
we like that.
Yeah.
You're here with another comic book review.
Yay!
And a surprise, too. I didn't know we were going to have another Death of the Family today.
I wasn't really paying attention, and then it was a surprise when I saw the cover. So
there we go.
this week it's Detective Comics.
Detective Comics number 15.
And once again, it's Joker Face over.
Joker Face.
Joker Face. So yeah, it was a nice surprise. I wasn't expecting this today. So yeah, it's
and
good.
of course, with the whole Death of the Families, in case you don't know how these reviews go, I haven't read them. Sarah's basically just going to recap everything to me, and so we get to learn together.
Yay!
It's a learning experience about Batman.
Yes.
And mainly Joker.
What?
No, mainly Joker.
Okay.
Okay.
So, what happened in Detective Comics' last issue? Poison Ivy isn't part of the Birds of Prey anymore. She kind of screwed them over and is off doing her own thing now. Batman tracked her down to a factory that's poisoning the earth. Somehow, I don't quite remember.
Okay.
He finds her there, they get into a fight, they find out that everything was a giant setup. Poison Ivy gets knocked out, he gets knocked out, and one of Penguin's helpers, I call him his general because he's around him the most, Ogilvy is his name.
Okay.
He picks up Poison Ivy and says the boss wants you dead, he leaves, Batman wakes up, place is burning down, Clayface shows up, and he says, what have you done with my wife? That's what happened in the last issue.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so
right.
Let's just get right into it. It first starts out with Ogilvy and two other people, I believe, burying Poison Ivy in the ground. And she's 6 feet under, and she's down there curled up in a ball saying, Batman, Clayface, anybody? Help? So it cuts to 1 month earlier, and it shows her and Clayface getting married. And he looks kind of disgusted, but this is the page. Wait there.
You know, another thing about that makes sense. He's like technically made out of earth. She's plant. I get it. It's cute.
Adorable.
It's adorable.
So they get married, and then it jumps out to a few different places of them kicking ass, doing bad things. And Clayface has a flower in his chest and vines wrapped around him, so it looks like she's got him under some kind of spell. And he's, oh, you okay, baby? And she's calling him Sweetie and Basil.
Whatever his name is, I think his name is Basil.
It is Basil, but I never know how to
pronounce it. That's what I mean. I think it is Basil.
So after it finishes showing you what they were doing in the past, it shows Clayface splooging all over Batman, punching him into a wall, freaking out, asking him where his wife is. Mm-hmm. And Batman's like, I don't know what's going on here, guys. More or less is what's going on. Batman tries telling Clayface, you're just being puppeted right now. She's controlling you, and Clayface says, no, she's not. She's my wife. We're in love. And
I like
Batman,
your Clayface voice.
Best Clayface impression ever, guys.
Totally.
And Batman tries fighting back, but he's not at his best because he was just knocked out, and he just had a fight with Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
He does say, when he's talking about how much of a hard time he's having, he says, Clayface is focused, angry, and thorny. Right when Clayface punches him.
Thorny?
In the face. And that reminded me of...
Horny.
No, Ace Ventura.
Oh, Ace Ventura.
Oh, The Mask. It's The Mask.
Okay.
Anyway. Moving on. A lot of, this reminded me of this today, which have no relation to the comic at all.
She's been doing that a lot.
I have been doing that a lot. So, Batman gets tired of fighting him, shoots him with a rope orang thing.
Rope-a-rang? I hope that's what it's called.
It's not a rope-a-rang.
It's a rope-a-bat.
Ties him up and walks away because he's too tired to deal with it right now.
He's like, fuck this, oh my god.
Yeah, so he jumps into his plane, he's holding the flower that he took off from Clayface's chest, and he's like, hopefully this can give me some answers about what's going on. So then we leave Batman and jump over to Penguin. And what's going on with Penguin and Bruce Wayne is Bruce Wayne was supposed to have a wing opened up in the Children's Hospital, or a hospital in general, named the Martha Wayne Wing, after his mom. But Penguin
Cobblepot,
kind of,
Oswald.
I know,
Okay.
Penguin gets in there and somehow weasels his way in there, and the wing is renamed after Cobblepot's mom.
Okay.
I don't remember his mom's name, but it's something Cobblepot Wing.
Yeah.
So, and this is right after Joker meets Penguin in that church.
Oh, in the church there,
which
yeah.
was in Batman 14. I actually completely forgot about it. There's a little excerpt or a little asterisk in here.
Just to
that
continue
says,
on in Detective Comics.
yeah, it says, oh, read this to find out what happened. I'm like, oh, right, I forgot about that. So it's him talking to Ogilvy, saying, I had to go tie up some loose ends. Is Poison Ivy dealt with? And Ogilvy's like, yeah, she's buried. She's going to suffocate and die. And Penguin says, okay, I gotta go. Got stuff to do. Take care of my operation. Take care of my stuff. And then it shows Ogilvy, a little smirk on his face, and then he goes, your operation.
Oh.
At this point, Penguin's already gone, so he can't hear that. And then we go back to Bruce, and he's investigating this flower and figuring out what's going on. And he said, just as I thought, there was no Houston, there was no Miami, which is where the flashbacks were showing us what they had done together, Clayface and Poison Ivy. And he says, this flower comes from the Amazon, which is where Poison Ivy had her falling out with the birds of prey. And that's when he says, that's when it all falls into place, and I know exactly what I need to do. And it shows him walking dramatically out of the Batcave.
Because everything he does is dramatic.
Yeah, that's dramatic. So then we go to Clayface wrecking cars in the street, and Commissioner Gordon and a few other cops are hiding behind their cruisers, trying to figure out how to calm him down, because Clayface is freaking out, going, where is she? Where is Ivy? And Batman calls Gordon and says, pull your men back. I know what to do. I got this. And he says that. I got this. And then he shows up in this really badass bat suit.
I see that.
It's super awesome. I don't know if you can see that. There.
Yeah.
And
He looks like a Batman who's like an exterminator, like a
like-
pest exterminator.
Yeah, funny you should mention that.
Okay.
And he says, you want to know where your wife is? I'm here to show you, but the truth is going to hurt. And Clayface goes, you tried fire once, remember? It didn't work. And Batman goes, this isn't fire, it's herbicide. He shoots him. And it's his own concoction, like he says. It's mixed with some defoliant and napalm.
Okay.
And basically burns the plant out of Clayface.
Oh, so he can stop being controlled?
Yes. And Batman explains what it was that was controlling him. And he tells him, she broke you out of Arkham, and she did what she always does. Ivy controls men, Ivy controls plants. Imagine what she can do with both. I liked that line a lot. So then it shows Clayface coming to his senses and freaking out, realizing that he was duped and tricked and puppeted the entire time. And Batman says, I almost feel sorry for him.
There's an ugly Harley Quinn statue.
Yeah, I know. And he says, this time it hit him where it hurts, a place they didn't know where he was vulnerable, his heart. Poor Clayface, had his little heart broken.
Smoothing's still you.
So Clayface busts his way down to the sewer. And this is the only time we get a glimpse of Joker in this entire comic.
It's a nice shot.
It is a nice shot. I will show the camera once they get there. But Batman says, okay, I don't have time to worry about Clayface. I have other priorities. Some lunatic is threatening my city. And that bottom page, if you can see that there, that's the only shot that we get of Joker this entire comic. But
I like it too because with Batman's eyes above it, it looks like
Yeah.
the same face.
yeah, it looks pretty fucking cool. So then we jump over to where Poison Ivy was buried, and someone's dug her up. And shocker, it's Ogilvy. He dug her up, and he has vines wrapped around him, so clearly he's been under her spell.
Yeah.
And he says, sorry I had to do that to you. I had to keep up appearances with Penguin, but I'm here to save you now. And she asks him, who are you? And he says, my name is Ignatius Ogilvy, but you can call me Emperor Penguin. So,
That's where it ends.
yeah, well, kind of. There's
it's got another
secondary
two-parter.
story.
Okay.
Do we have to stop here?
Oh no, we got 5 minutes. We're good.
This is fine. And this next story is all about what happened with Clayface and this entire thing. It's actually kind of sad. Because it's showing Clayface holding a letter that he got while he was in Arkham, and it flashes back to him in Arkham at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And he starts getting little love letters in the mail
Oh.
while he's in Arkham, and it has pictures of, you know, a redheaded woman and lots of flowers coming in the mail. And all of them start super sweet, like, oh, my dearest Basil, my sweet, my darling. Super romantic love notes. And as he's getting more and more, he can see that he's getting more vines and stuff on his arm.
Yeah.
And then that's when Poison Ivy busts in, busts him out of the place, says that they're getting hitched. And then after that, it flashes back to the now, which is him sitting in the sewer by himself, reading this note all sad. He has such a sad look on his
He
face.
does.
I
I feel so sorry for this poor little guy at the very bottom. I don't know if you can tell.
He's not very little.
But- well,
No.
I feel sorry for him. So he squishes the note that he was reading, goes back up onto the main level. He meets Poison Ivy in the hotel room that they had apparently agreed to meet at. And that's when he says, "No, I'm not your sweetheart. I'm not your Basil, your sweetie. I'm Clayface," and lunges at her. And that's where it ends.
Nice.
So yeah,
Nice.
not a whole lot of time to
I
joke.
was gonna say, yeah, that's kind of a waste of the cover. It doesn't really have a lot to
But
do
it does
with
talk about Penguin a lot.
It does,
so
yeah. And I
now
guess Penguin's probably gonna get into
We're
this in the
finding
future,
more
you know.
about what Joker wants him to do. So
Still, it's an okay comic. It's,
I enjoyed it.
It's gonna have its part in the bigger story, so
Mhm. Yeah.
that's good.
I enjoyed it. I'm enjoying the Detective Comics.
They're good.
I don't really see, there wasn't a huge tie-in like you said to Death
Mhm.
of the Family, but I still really enjoyed this one. So
That's good.
yeah,
So definitely a buy.
yeah, I'd buy it.
Good.
I already did.
Oh, you already did. That's our endorsement.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Yeah.
so yeah, we had a good time.
Mhm.
She's doing good at these reviews.
That's right. I'm awesome.
Awesome.
Awesome sauce.
Anyway, once again, I'm Kiriam Sparta,
I'm Sarah.
and we really want to watch The Dark Knight Rises again, so we're probably going to finish this video and go watch it.
Mhm.
If you had a good time, hit the like, subscribe, comment, favorite, yada 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 yada. Do it all though, that'd be nice.
All the things.
All
would
the
make me
things
happy.
and the stuff.
7 things.
Yeah, and if you haven't, check out some of our other Death of the Family reviews. I picked up the Broken Cowl limited edition Blu-ray of The Dark Knight Rises, and I gave that a quick review.
I got one too.
She did too. She did. I think mine's a higher number than yours.
No, mine's 2,258. I think.
And mine's 138.
Yeah.
Wah, wah. Anyway, so yeah, give that video a check out too. So yeah, more comics to come next week. We got 2 more before Watchmen's, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Sorry.
you completely forgot.
Yes, I did.
Have a good one, YouTube.
Bye.